funny, we're just going to have to do a serious video, I'm afraid. Hello, I'm Amanda and this is Ellen, and we're from the AYCC and we're reporting back to you from Copenhagen, where the United Nations Climate Conference is wrapping up its first week. When we last spoke to you, the negotiations had been suspended, so here's Josh to tell you a little bit more about it.
Negotiations here were suspended on Tuesday by the tiny Pacific island of Tuvalu, who are calling for a full and open discussion about a legally binding treaty strong enough to ensure the survival of their country. When countries like Saudi Arabia and China and India stood up and tried to block that discussion, the Tuvaluan ambassador stood up and suspended that entire session of negotiations. Now, they've resumed again now, but everybody here is talking about the survival of small island states. It's a really powerful tactic, and we here at the AYCC are seriously glad to see serious countries with serious policies having their voices heard in these negotiations.
As you know, the AYCC has helped to bring 11 Pacific Islanders to these negotiations to make sure that their voices are heard.
We're here because we care about the future, we care about the survival of our motherland.
So at home, we've heard things are a little bit crazy, with Tony Abbott spreading rumours that cutting Australia's emissions 25% by 2020 will cost us $400 billion. Well, we've been working here with GetUp and they crunched the numbers, and it turns out that Tony Abbott's $386 billion off. So it's pretty far off. So we made a spoof of the Westpac banana smoothie ad criticising Tony Abbott and telling him to get a climate policy. That's been #2 on the video news on The Age, Sydney Morning Herald and the Brisbane Times, and also on SBS.
Today we met with Minister Wong and talked to her about some of the concerns that young Australians have with the process and with the outcomes of the negotiations. One of the key issues that we brought up was with the sticking point of finance. Australia needs to put money on the table to assist the most vulnerable developing countries in adapting and mitigating to climate change. We're unlikely to get a good deal unless we have financing on the table from the developed countries all over the world, including Australia. And this is because of our historical responsibility, having emitted the most.
One of the best things you can do to help here at Copenhagen is write a letter to the editor of the newspaper in your state or territory. And in your letter, write that we want a strong treaty to come out of Copenhagen, one that's fair, ambitious and legally binding. And also that investing in climate solutions now is much cheaper than delaying action. And also that Tony Abbott has his figures wrong on climate change, and that to be a responsible leader, he really needs a climate policy. We need to make sure that Tony Abbott doesn't get any more traction in the public so that we can keep our eyes on the real deal, which is getting a treaty from Copenhagen.
We know you're doing a lot back home. It was so wonderful to see the photos from Walk Against Warming. There were thousands and thousands of people there. And it's been really great to receive emails of support and comments on our Facebook page and all that sort of stuff. So thank you for all that you're doing.